Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take the sources you send us, answer those burning questions, and basically give you the key insights. Think of it as a shortcut, a backstage pass to understanding things fast.
And today we're jumping into something that's definitely top of mind for a lot of creators, getting monetized on YouTube and doing it fast.
Right. Our mission today is to unpack a strategy claiming you can hit that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah?
Well, in under 10 days.
Yeah, the source is a YouTube video transcript monetized on YouTube in only 10 days from the Learn with Trey channel. It's a, let's say, ambitious claim.
It really is. And I bet, like us, you're probably thinking, okay, is this legit? Or is it just, clickbait? That's what we're here to figure out.
Let's dig in.
Exactly. So the video kicks off by really leaning into transparency, and I found that interesting right away. The creator actually shows the back-end analytics for a totally new channel.
They do, yeah. They show the dates, June 1st to July 5th, and they're very clear. June 1st, it was 0, nothing. No views, no watch time, no subs.
And then boom, just over a month later, the numbers they show are, well, pretty impressive. Over 25,000 views, nearly 6,000 watch hours, 2,200 subscribers.
It definitely makes you sit up and pay attention.
Totally. And the creator kind of frames this openness as, different from others who might keep that stuff hidden.
It feels like they're trying to build trust right from the start. By showing those actual numbers, they're basically saying, look, this isn't just theory. Here's proof these methods can work.
Yeah, it pulls you in, makes you want to hear the how.
Okay, so the very first step they recommend. This one might make you pause, especially if you already have a channel you've worked on.
Right. They say start a completely new channel. Even if your existing one has subscribers, why do that?
Well, this is where they bring up the idea of vanity metrics, that subscriber count, basically.
Oh.
They argue that, yeah, a big number looks nice, but what YouTube really cares about, algorithmically speaking, is whether people are actively watching, not just people who subscribed ages ago and maybe aren't interested anymore.
That makes a lot of sense. You subscribe to someone doing, knitting videos, then you get into woodworking. You're still subscribed, but you're not clicking.
Exactly. And those dormant subscribers aren't helping your engagement signals for the new content.
So the algorithm sees that lack of clicks from subscribers as a negative.
Potentially, yeah. And the video uses this great analogy. Imagine a channel that got huge making taco videos. Thousands love the tacos.
Okay, tacos. Got it.
Then suddenly the channel switches to, competitive poker videos.
Whoa, okay. Different crowd.
Totally different. Those taco fans, they're probably not watching the poker stuff. And that tells YouTube, hey, this new content isn't hitting the mark with the supposed audience. It can actually hurt the channel.
So starting fresh lets you build an audience that's specifically interested in your niche from the get-go. Quality over just quantity of subs.
Precisely. Niching down hard right at the beginning. Build that laser-focused audience, which kind of leads into their next tactic, the initial double upload.
Okay, yeah. This one felt a bit counterintuitive, too. Upload 2 videos right when you launch the channel, but only at launch, not like a regular thing.
Right, just a one-time launch strategy. The thinking is pretty clever, actually. It's about how YouTube works when you finish watching something.
It suggests another video, right?
Exactly. So if you have 2 videos live immediately, there's a much better chance that when someone finishes your first video, YouTube will suggest your second video.
Ah, so you encourage an immediate second view from the same person, like a mini binge.
Yeah, and that sends a really strong signal to the algorithm right away that viewers are engaged, they're sticking around for more of your stuff.
But just for launch day, not the regular schedule.
Correct. Just to give it that initial boost, make a strong first impression on the algorithm. Okay, now let's talk tags. Always a bit of a debate, isn't it?
Definitely. Some say they don't matter anymore. Others swear by them. What's the take here?
This video is firmly in the tags matter camp, especially for new channels. They argue tags are vital for helping YouTube understand what your channel and videos are actually about, so it knows who to show them to.
Okay, that makes sense for discovery. And they break it down into 3 types.
Yep, 3 distinct categories. First, hashtags in the description.
Those ones you see right above the text.
What?
With the hashtag symbol.
Exactly. Put them right at the top. They suggest about 5, make them super relevant to that specific video. Examples they gave were like hashtag YouTube growth, hashtag learn with Trey, hashtag YouTube monetization. You get the idea. No spaces in the hashtag itself.
Got it. Relevant, top of description, hashtag symbol. What's the second type?
Video tags. These go in that show more section when you're uploading. No hash symbol here.
Right, just keywords.
Yeah, comma-separated words or phrases. They provide more context about the video. Think broader sometimes, like their example, how to get rich off of YouTube, just more signals for YouTube.
Okay, and the third one, channel keywords.
Right. These are in your main channel settings. Settings, then channel, then keywords, again, comma-separated.
And these describe the whole channel, not just one video.
Exactly, the overall theme. They suggest maybe around 10 keywords here, like YouTube tips, if that's your channel's focus. It gives YouTube the big picture.
So hashtags for the specific video, visible, video tags for more context, hidden, and channel tags for the overall theme, hidden.
You got it. And they specifically warn against trying to cheat the system. Like, don't just slap on trending tags that have nothing to do with your video.
Right, like the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing they mentioned.
Yeah.
Don't just tag that if your video is about gardening.
Exactly. You might get a temporary spike in views, maybe, but it's the wrong audience. They won't stick around, they won't subscribe, and it just confuses the algorithm long term. You want people who are actually interested.
Makes sense. Quality viewers again. Okay, moving on to the description itself. More than just a summary, right?
Definitely. It helps YouTube understand the content, but there's a key thing they say not to put in there, at least not at first.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Links. Specifically links to your other social media, like your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever. Hold off on those initially.
Really? That feels like standard practice, cross-promoting everywhere. Why avoid it?
The logic is all about keeping viewers on YouTube, especially in those early days when you're trying to hit those monetization thresholds.
Okay. You want YouTube to see that people are sticking around on the platform because of your content.
Precisely. Sending them off platform potentially weakens that signal. The video does suggest this can change later once you're established, maybe around 10,000 subs, they mention, when you have consistent views. But early on, keep them on YouTube.
Prioritize YouTube engagement metrics first. Got it. Okay, format long form versus shorts. What's the advice there?
Pretty direct on this one. If your primary goal is making money from ads on your longer videos.
Which is the focus here, rapid monetization that way.
Right. Then don't post shorts and long form videos on the same new channel. Keep them separate.
Interesting. Because you hear so much about shorts being this big growth engine now.
They acknowledge that perception, but they basically say, explaining why they advise against mixing them for this specific goal, rapid long-form ad revenue, is a whole other topic. Maybe for another video, they hint.
So for the strategy outlined in this source, if long-form ad money is the aim for your new channel, stick purely to long-form.
That's the advice given here. Keep it focused. Now, the next bit, they call it their secret weapon, using community posts.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's the secret?
It's about using an existing channel, if you have one, to give your new channel a massive jumpstart.
How does that work? They used an example, right? Sidney Castillo?
Yeah, he's a comedian, had an established channel for his stand-up comedy. He was launching a new podcast channel.
So two separate channels.
Right. So what they did was use the community tab, where you can post updates and polls on his old stand-up channel.
Okay.
They made a post there announcing the new podcast. Critically, it included the title of the first podcast episode, a direct link to that new video on the new channel, and a square image.
A square image. Why square?
They recommend taking a screenshot of the new video's thumbnail and putting it on a square background. This stops YouTube from awkwardly cropping it in the community feed. And importantly, it was a photo post, not embedding the video directly.
Got it. Title, link, square photo. What about the text?
Keep it super short, like new podcast out now, or click here. The goal is to make sure the link is visible immediately without needing to click read more.
Smart. Get people clicking that link. Did it work?
Apparently incredibly well. They show that the podcast video got over 200,000 views after they did this.
Wow. Okay, so what's happening there? Why is that so effective?
The idea is you're instantly telling YouTube who might be interested in this new channel. The people clicking over from the established channel's community tab are likely a relevant audience, or at least partially relevant. It gives the algorithm a huge, immediate signal about the target demographic.
It's like pre-validating the audience for the new channel using the audience you already built.
Exactly. A massive shortcut past that initial cold start problem. And they follow up by showing some impressive early numbers for that podcast channel, like huge watch hours, thousands of subscribers rolling quickly in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, they mentioned hitting like 1,200 subs in a single day at one point.
Crazy growth. And they even flash some early income numbers like A couple $100s earned on specific days, just 90 days in.
They do make a point of saying that's for motivation, not bragging,
Right.
and that the creator has years of experience.
Absolutely. 17 years on YouTube, 8 monetized channels. They have credibility. But it leads to a really important final point, a mindset shift they emphasize.
Which is?
Stop obsessing purely over view count, especially when you're new. Focus instead on the quality of your viewers.
Back to the engaged audience idea.
Totally. They literally say 100 high-quality views from people genuinely interested in your niche, people who watch more later. That's way more valuable than 10,000 random views from people who clicked once and will never come back.
Because those 100 engaged viewers are the ones who will subscribe, rack up watch time, and ultimately support the channel long term.
Exactly. Find your tribe, focus on serving them. The growth metrics will follow if you get that part right.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive on monetized on YouTube in only 10 days, key takeaways seem to be: start fresh and focused. That one-time double upload at launch. Strategic tagging, using all 3 types correctly. Optimizing the description, keeping people on YouTube initially.
Right, and avoiding mixing shorts and long form if long form ads are your main goal for that new channel. And of course, that really interesting community post strategy if you have an existing platform to leverage.
The big picture message feels like, yes, rapid monetization can happen, but it's not luck. It requires a really specific strategic approach, understanding the platform, focusing the content, and prioritizing that quality audience.
Absolutely. It's about being deliberate.
So maybe the final thought for you listening is, what's a niche you know really well, something you could genuinely offer value on? And second, think about any existing online footprint you have. Could you use it strategically, like that community post example, to give a new project a running start? Something to chew on.
Definitely food for thought.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.